Imagine being a member of one of the most famous families in the world, only to discover you've been completely left out of a fortune worth hundreds of millions. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're uncovering the controversial details about who inherited what from Queen Elizabeth II after her death, and more importantly, who was left with nothing at all. The revelations might shock you. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96, she left behind more than just a legacy of 7 decades on the throne. She left behind a vast fortune, priceless jewelry collections, historic properties, and a complex web of inheritances that would reshape the financial futures of several royal family members. But not everyone in the family received what they might have expected, and some were excluded entirely from her will. The Queen's promise to the Commonwealth, made during a 1957 Christmas broadcast, still resonates today. She pledged to give her heart and devotion to the nation, acknowledging that while she couldn't lead battles or administer justice, she could offer something far more valuable, her unwavering commitment. That commitment extended throughout her unprecedented 70-year reign, making her the longest reigning monarch in British history. But when it came to dividing her estate, the decisions made were both strategic and, in some cases, surprisingly pointed. King Charles III, as the eldest child and direct heir to the throne, inherited the most substantial portion of the Queen's wealth. He received the sovereign grant, a taxpayer-funded annual payment that originated from an agreement made by King George III back in 1760. Under this arrangement, the monarch surrenders income from Parliament in exchange for a set annual payment. The agreement was reworked in 2012 and now provides the royal family with 25% of the Crown Estate's profits each year. In 2021, that amounted to a sovereign grant of approximately $100 million from a net profit of $361 million generated by the Crown Estate. This money covers everything from property upkeep and utilities to royal travel and employee payroll. The Crown Estate itself is valued at around $19 billion and includes properties across England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Princess Anne, along with her brothers Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, inherited shares of the sovereign grant now owned by King Charles. However, the exact amounts of their shares remain undisclosed. What is known is that Princess Anne was by her mother's side during the final 24 hours of the Queen's life, a privilege she described as both an honor and a profound experience. Her dedication to royal duties has never wavered, and she continues to be one of the most active working royals. Prince Andrew's inheritance was more sentimental than financial. He and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson inherited 2 of the Queen's beloved corgis, Muick and Sandy. These dogs had been gifts from Andrew and his daughters to the Queen in 2021, meant to cheer her up while Prince Philip was hospitalized during the pandemic. The dogs provided the Queen with constant joy, and their return to Andrew's care at Royal Lodge symbolized a continuation of that affection. One of the original dogs, Fergus, had died at just 5 months old from a heart defect, leading Andrew to gift the Queen another corgi named Sandy on her 95th birthday. Prince Edward, the youngest of the Queen's children, also received a share of the sovereign grant, though like his siblings, the exact amount remains unknown. In a statement following his mother's death, Edward reflected on growing up sharing his parents with the nation and expressed gratitude for the time the family spent together at Balmoral. He acknowledged the overwhelming tide of emotion that engulfed the family and thanked the public for their support. Prince William's inheritance was substantial and strategically important. He inherited the Duchy of Cornwall, a private estate worth approximately $1.2 billion. This estate, which previously belonged to his father King Charles, covers 140,000 acres across the United Kingdom and is used to fund the public, private, and charitable activities of the Duke of Cornwall. The duchy generates significant annual income through land ownership and operations in rural and urban areas. In 2018, it produced around $28 million for Charles and Camilla, and William and Kate can expect similar earnings. Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, reportedly inherited an astounding $110 million worth of jewelry from the Queen's personal collection of 300 pieces. This collection belongs specifically to the individual rather than the Crown, making it Kate's personal property. Reports suggest the Queen made last-minute changes to her will to ensure Kate received these treasures, a decision that allegedly created resentment from Queen Consort Camilla. Kate is said to be planning to pass some of these jewels to her daughter, Princess Charlotte, who is also set to inherit the famous Spencer tiara worn by Princess Diana at her wedding to King Charles in 1981. Now we come to the most controversial part of this story, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. According to multiple reports, Harry was not a beneficiary of the $100 million left to the royal family by his great-grandmother, the Queen Mother. While Harry did inherit part of Princess Diana's estate, receiving approximately $10 million on his 25th birthday, and later received an additional payment from a trust fund on his 40th birthday in September 2024, he appears to have been excluded from Queen Elizabeth's personal will. During his interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021, Harry revealed he relied on his inheritance from Diana to support his family after his father cut him off financially in early 2020. As for Meghan Markle, the situation is even more stark. Reports indicate she was left nothing from the Queen's estate. Sources suggested this exclusion could be due to practicality, since Harry and Meghan are no longer working royals, or it could be interpreted as the Queen sending a message about the consequences of their decisions. One insider bluntly stated that some view it as the Queen telling them, "You reap what you sow." While Kate Middleton's inheritance included millions in jewelry, Meghan received nothing, not even pieces of sentimental value. Some reports suggest William and Kate may pass along items to Harry and Meghan's daughter Lilibet to ensure she isn't left out completely, but Meghan herself appears to have been intentionally excluded. The distribution of Queen Elizabeth's estate tells a story beyond mere finances. It reflects relationships, loyalties, and the Queen's vision for the monarchy's future. Those who remained committed to royal duties were rewarded accordingly, while those who stepped away found themselves on the outside looking in. The Queen's will, which remains sealed for at least 90 years following royal tradition, likely contains even more revelations we may never fully understand. So what do you think about how the Queen divided her estate? Was she right to exclude Harry and Meghan, or should family bonds have taken precedence over their decision to step back from royal duties? Do you think Kate deserved the massive jewelry inheritance, and what does this tell us about the future of the monarchy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive fascinating, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our royal family coverage. We've got plenty more revelations coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.